Sorry guys, I really messed up, didn't I? I didn't release my part 2 of what I think of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre remake. My opinion on the remake, it's not as good as the original. The characters are definitely better than in the original, but it feels more like a movie. Oh, and the psychopaths, they're good, they're well acted. And Leatherface is pretty much the same, except you see his face. Not as scary as the original. What else do I have to say? Oh, Well, my opinion on the Texas Chainsaw Massacre remake is that the characters are better than they are in the original, but the original didn't really need characters. But even then, these characters aren't really that well developed. And then you have the acting, which is good. The acting is definitely good. It does feel better than the original because some of the acting in there went a little over the top, but here it's nice and subtle and works. Well, the good characters are, well, just typical teens. Then you have the psychopaths, the leader of them played by R. Lee Ermey. Great choice. He does a great job in this movie. The psychopaths are good characters. And then you have Leatherface. Leatherface is pretty much the same he was in the original. Nothing new, nothing different, just the same. If I would have to say I have problems with this movie, it feels too modern. What do I mean by this? Well, the beginning of the movie just feels too modern to be 1973. It's also not as scary, but the reason why I like it is that it does try to be different. It definitely does do that, and it doesn't rehash the original like some other remakes I know. Well, that's my opinion on the Texas Chainsaw Massacre remake, but since I fucked up, in order to make you happy, I put this review of Texas Chainsaw Massacre Part 2, as in the remake, in my Wolfman review video, as you can tell by the title. Well, my opinion on the original Wolfman is, well, it's not the best horror movie. What I have to say about it is that it's good. The best aspects about the movie is that the setting and the music is pretty good. The creepy setting in the middle of the forest is just filled with fog, shadows. It just fills you with uncomfortableness and just makes you cringe. And it's scary. And the music is also good. It is so memorable. It's like Psycho. It's like a blood curdling scream, but not as good. But it's still pretty good music. And then you have the acting. I just have to ask this: why is it that actors back then could do like 2 movies and they're already Oscar worthy, but actors today have to do like 10 movies and then they're decent? Why? I really don't get it. It makes no sense. And then you have, well, the acting itself is very good. Hell, it's from the 40s from Universal. What do you expect? And the actors do a good job portraying their characters, even the ones that aren't really developed. The actors do the good enough job that you make you feel for them, like with the Nightmare movie, the original. And in terms of the characters, unlike Nightmare, where some of them got underdeveloped, the characters that are focused on do get developed. Well, sort of. I think that the characters that get the best development is Claude Rains' character, Sir John Talbot, and Lon Chaney's character, well, damn, I can't remember his name. Is it Larry Talbot? Yeah, that's right. For a second, I thought it was Harry. Well, Larry Talbot is also played by Lon Chaney, and And these two characters are pretty much, in my opinion, the focus of the story. And yeah. And we all know that originally the Wolfman was supposed to be psychological, as in you had no idea whatsoever if it was a real wolf or not. But then Universal said, excuse me, but there's a problem. Do you honestly think people will see a movie called The Wolfman if there's no werewolf in it? Yeah, I see what you mean there, see? So, yeah, add the fucking werewolf in. We'll get more money that way. See? So, yeah, they just added the werewolf in to get a quick buck. But the good thing is that the werewolf doesn't feel tacked on. I guess that the filmmaker at least put some time into the movie. Then you have the dialogue. Even though this movie came out in 1941, the dialogue in this movie actually is good. The good thing is that it's timeless. It's not filled with stupid ass pop culture that I wouldn't get. The dialogue is good and timeless. So at least you understand what they're saying. And it's not like it's dated by like 90s talk like, dude, you see that shit? Dude. Yeah, I have no clue how the 90s were like. I'm getting all this from those brief clips I saw of that 90s kid character. I'm not a 90s kid. I'm a 2000s kid. So in turn, the original is a good horror movie. I wouldn't say it's the best. That either goes to Frankenstein or Dracula. Those movies are pretty damn good. But still, though, it does actually creep you out with its good music and its good sets and its fantastic acting, and the characters are portrayed very well. Oh yeah, and the Wolfman himself. The makeup for the Wolfman actually looks good. And to be honest, Lon Chaney also does a good job playing the Wolfman. I really do believe that he is a werewolf. And yeah, he did a great job. And, yeah, that's all I can say about the movie. It's great. Then you have the remake. Come See Me in Part 2.